All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Readers. Man, I believe I've covered all three. No, I have not covered GNUS in a while, but we've been talking about CVNA, we've been talking about IDEX, and I hope you can see the power of these moving averages just by looking at the screen before I get into you, all right? I said it not that long ago. This is no longer the Carvana meme stock that we all remember, all right? This thing had good earnings and is running on the good earnings, all right? I'm not here to like talk about that. Like all I don't care about, like all I care is the market liked it enough to gap up right here, and then the moving average has been doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? So CVNA just continuing honestly as expected, all right? IDEX is in a really interesting place. It's definitely made a good run. It's sitting at another interesting moving average, and it looks like there might still be room as long as it can hold the line. All right, so we will for sure talk about that shortly. And then, man, GNUS, I'm a little sad I missed the last couple days. It still looks like there might be some interesting stuff happening, even despite all the good movement that's happened. So I'm really looking forward to talking about all three of these stocks. But before we get into the details, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We're going to take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how this thing is setting up short term. We have our 5 moving averages. There are horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we're done up here, we'll look at the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this thing with your friends, comment good or bad. I'm not here to hate on your thoughts, all right? But anything you can do really does help me out in the YouTube algorithms, all right? So look, let's get into this. And I have been saying for a few videos, I'm really not that kind of viewer. Like, I'm not like here to like boast about getting right stuff and things like that, right? But I've really been stressing that CVNA is not the meme stock that it used to be. I'll be so honest with you, I kind of regret unloading a couple shares here. I definitely caught these right here. This took just a little too long, but yeah, once it broke the 200, if you can get over all 5 moving averages, you fly, all right? If you go under all of them, you die, all right? And this thing was under all 5 for, I mean, look how long, since right here. All right, since October 2001, you can see all 5 lines are well over. That is no longer the case. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just a lot of good is happening here. Look, RSI is a little high. 76 is kind of where I start saying, you know, we might be due for a little bit of a cool down. I'll be honest with you though, as I look at this 24 to 31 channel, there's not a lot happening, all right? There's a whole mess of red, 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 red down, green, green. Like there's not a lot of horizontals, you know what I mean? So we might actually run to 31 before we get the cool down. I think this is where it should cool, but again, all I'm saying is cool, baby. Like this thing, this is beautiful, right? Like look at this weekly chart, right? It's, oh my gosh. Now look, the next, like we've broken the 8, we've broken the 20, we've broken the 50. The next line up is the 100, and the next line up is literally sitting at about $100, right? Literally 104, 105, right? Excuse me, I got excited. I'm not gonna lie to you. Don't have $100 dreams on a $25 stock. All right, please don't do that. I promise you, it's hard to get excited when you hit 40 if you're thinking about 100. You know what I mean? And going from 26 to 4, shit, going from 26 to this 31 is still a really, really, really good swing. All right, so little by little. But for real, it looks like there's still some love to be had here. We're coming up on the next earnings call as well, I imagine. If you know the date, I would really appreciate if you can throw that in the comments. But look, technically speaking, I'm seeing the 8 go up, I'm seeing the 20 go up, I'm seeing the 50 go up, I'm seeing the 100 go up. Like the lines are going up instead of just running down. You know what I mean? So a lot to love here, and I've said it on the last couple of videos. I'm going to say it one more time. I do not think it's over for Carvana. All right, RSI is going to cool a little bit on the daily. RSI is going to cool a little bit on the weekly. This thing's not done though. All right, it might just cool, and we're okay with healthy cool downs. All right. IDEX. Look, again, moving average theory, baby. Break the 8, you run to the 20. Break the 20, run to the 50. Break the 50, run to the 100. And that's what we did, right? Like, you gotta love this here, all right? Red, 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 green, 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 right? Like, I repeat a lot of this stuff because, I mean, it is what it is. And look where we're at again. Red, 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 red. Get over this line, baby. Green, 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 green. 11 is our money line. All right, let's crack 11. What are you right here? 12 might be worth waiting the extra penny. Because again, let's be honest, going from 12 cents all the way up to 19, that's a big gain. That's actually a little bit more than 50%, right? Because adding 6 cents to 12 is only 18. So 12 is the safer entry. Again, I think 11 is a very realistic one. It's the top of this candle. It is the 50% of this one. It's the bottom of this one. I think this 11 is actually a good line. How high? Again, I wish there were more decimals, right? Oh, it's basically 12. It looks like it's like 11,999,999, right? So break 12 and now look. It's a high RSI number, all right? That 88 is high, 80 is high, 78 is high, right? Like as you get to 80, that generally means you're gonna need to cool down. And I'm kind of seeing it go flat. That said, look, MACD still looks all right. I wish volume wasn't as bad as it was, you know? And end of the day, the 100's no joke, all right? And that's not a great break. That's not a great confirmation. So neither of these two really in my head screams we've taken the 100. You know what I mean? So let's close at 12 and then run to 19. That's actually what I would love. I don't really want a run to 19 that closes at 12, which I can actually see happening if you really want to know the truth. I don't care about after hours much, but let me know it's flat, so that's okay. Again, I don't really care, so I was just curious more than anything. But IDEX, we're still battling this 100. We have not broken the 100 in my opinion. Yes, technically we're over the line, but we haven't broken it, if you know what that means. You know what I mean? So yeah, but again, I'm liking this. There is actually a golden cross right there. That looks like the 20 is about to golden cross the 50. If we lose this, if we don't actually break it, what will happen is these two will kind of parallel out and it really won't be as like magical a golden cross as let's say that one, right? But yeah, if this holds and goes up, that will be as strong a golden cross as that one. You know what I mean? So IDEX is close and it's all about that 100 moving average, right? And look where we're at on the weekly. All right, look at where we're at on the weekly. It's been since what? Right here, since July of 2001 that we've been really over that 20 moving average line on the weekly. We're over it so far, right? So that's huge. And again, this is kind of signaling coming up to 25. I think we'll hold our 19-cent target for now. This is not going to be an easy line to break by any means, right? But yeah, red, 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 green, 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 green. Get me over, get me 12, baby. Get me 12 on IDEX is what we're looking for. Damn, I'm really sad that I missed this. All right, so what am I looking at? All right, look, I've said it, clusters, man. I don't like moving average clusters. This one's only 3 instead of all 5, but it's hard to break them. You kind of go back down, it's hard to break them, and then hopefully you get that actual thing that pops, right? And I'm glad that we got over this. Are we over 50% candle? We're not. But look, I mean, if we can get over the 100 moving average, oh my goodness, red, 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 green, green, green. This thing can really go from 334 all the way up to 490, 485, whatever, almost effortlessly. Let me see if there's anything in between. What are you at? We were literally saying, no, that's too high, right? That's over 5. Dude, there's nothing in between these. Sweet, sweet Lord. GNUS. Get over the 100 moving average and this thing is not done, all right? But look, break all 3 moving averages and I need good confirmation. This was not good confirmation when it broke all 3 right here. This isn't fantastic confirmation, right? It does gap up, but that's essentially a doji. It's not like a textbook like this doji, but I would have called this a doji. And day after, man. I think that's really indicative. That's a sexy MACD. That's a little high on the RSI, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm hoping we at least test it, and for me, it's gonna be all about the break. What's the top of this number? I think this is where I would set my alert. Again, I got to delete some alerts, but I would set the alert at 344. If this thing hits 344, that's badass. And honestly, I'm more than okay skipping the next 10%, right? Because if you add 30 cents, you'd literally be at 344, right? I'm real cool skipping that next 10% and riding, hopefully, this all the way up. So GNUS looks real hot. Hopefully by the time it dances with this 100 moving average, it'll help cool down the RSI and then a fat run. But volume's been kicking it, and volume is real important. Again, look at this weekly, right? Kind of the same thing I just said on the last one. Getting over the 20, man, that's huge. It's huge, and it's been since February, right? Like, I'm glad we're here. These are starting to look a little better, and yeah, GNUS, man, this thing, there's a lot of red. Reverse splits are ugly. They're stock killers, right? But yeah, there's a good amount of recovery that might happen here, so I will be watching this for sure. Hey, let me know your thoughts. Otherwise, I appreciate your time. Thank you.